That video is intended for other person. I'm not sure if I want them to see, but I simply had to make it. Anyways, we are going to edit that later. I'm grateful for every day that we can work, although I hate this job, but because we are stuck here in China, and if we start spending our savings before going home, that's gonna be tough. This time I've got the key. This is my schedule. 2 classes on Monday, 1 on Thursday. Now I have 3 on Friday, 1 on Saturday, 1, 2, 3 on Sunday. Last year I used to have 14 classes Saturday and Sunday only, and I was part-time at that time. Now I'm full-time teacher and I have 7 classes, 7 hours in a classroom in total. Back then it was 15, 16 hours in classroom in total, part-time. Makes no sense. It's the way it is. I mustn't forget this battery. Even if I forget, I'm still coming tomorrow here. But if I have to charge tomorrow, I mustn't forget. I got the notification that I have free coffee. Perfect. And the perfect reason to get out. So let's try out this lava thing. Tastes like chocolate. Nice. I want to quickly touch on what I already mentioned this morning, and it's the fact that I was about to edit the video which I wasn't sure if I wanted to upload actually on YouTube. I was about to skip the day of uploading. And the reason for that was fear. That video was dedicated to a very dear person. And I wasn't sure if I wanted them to see the video or if I didn't want them to see the video, because I didn't know how would they react. And probably the biggest fear was them seeing the video and not liking it, and me being publicly humiliated or mocked or anything, either by them or by someone else. So I uploaded the video and I published it outside my regular schedule, because I knew that if I put it on my regular schedule, I still had the time to rethink and maybe delete the video. And the moment I uploaded that video, I made sure to do all the steps that the person who that video was intended to can actually see the video. So anyways, the point of this rant is, whenever you have fear to do something, you should follow the fear. So, or you have a dilemma, should I do A or B? Whatever feels more scary, you do the scary thing, because nobody did anything meaningful without being scared. Nobody in history. Why should you be any different? And once you learn to face the fears and to understand that being afraid is normal, and you will start seeking the fear, seeking the things that you're afraid of and doing them. And those things are that move you forward. These things will separate you from others. These things are things that not many people will do because many people stop when they feel fear. Speaking of fear, there is that fear of unknown and fear of change. And Jordan Peterson once said, "The devil you know might be worse than the devil you don't know." And knowing that we still choose to stay in a so-called comfort zone, no matter how uncomfortable that actually is. And the typical example is this. Look, this school is empty now. Everybody left. Working hours are until 6:30. There used to be hundreds of students here running around. At this time, parents would wait for them to finish the class and go home. And now there were 3 students, 2 parents, and me. And there was a sign like last year that this boat was sinking, but we just chose to ignore it and thought maybe it will survive. It's that wishful thinking that everything will be fine no matter what, but it's not. And luckily, we did make a plan B and we were ready to move to another city. That plan failed. So now we're ready to go home, although we thought we might stay longer, like for a year, but even staying for 6 months with steady income will be difficult. But we still have 2 more months before we can go. Although it was fearful to leave this country a year ago and to go either to unknown or to something that we used to know 5 years ago and we didn't like, and some of the things changed there, but we were still afraid to lose what we have here because we were used to living more comfortably. And now this is like top of uncomfortability in my life because you need to be very cautious with your money, because if you lose this job and start spending your savings, you risk spending the money that is meant for the tickets, and you can't just walk from China to Europe. So don't be afraid to follow the fear. That's the let's say leitmotif of the day. That's the leitmotif of the day. Don't be afraid to follow the fear. Go wherever fear tells you to go. That's the right route. That's the secret. I remembered